Hey guys, it's Keralis. Welcome back everybody to City Skylines. Just sit back, relax and enjoy. And if you guys do enjoy this, make sure you give this video a like and also leave some nice feedback in the comment section. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a slight situation. There's one bus line which is very popular, and some of those people over here, they will never manage to get home tonight. Not that I care, because I am the captain now, but they are causing some frame drops over here, so I guess eventually we need to fix that and adjust that somehow. But I gotta say, the main transportation hub in the city is buzzing. There's buses, people, trains, vehicles all over the place. And even though it causes some frame drops, I simply don't care, because this just looks magical. This game is magical when it comes to that. I can spend all day just watching people go about their lives, I guess. But let's not. And also, in between episodes, I did some tweaks. The main island have now been surrounded with quays, as you can see, and we have bridges. Some people might be Keralis, there's too much bridge. And you know what? You might be right. We do have one, or it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if you count this dirt bridge over here to this little island. But you know what? It's not too shabby. We're gonna hide that with some buildings, skyscrapers, and we're not even gonna even notice them later on, I guess. And also in between episodes, I did grab something called, like a mod, and that is Traffic President. Because Traffic President comes with something called dynamic lane changes, which means hopefully the traffic is gonna be flowing much nicer and they're gonna be changing lanes as intended. Are they? Well, it looks a little bit grim for the moment, but I think they're actually using all the lanes. Yeah, like look at those guys, left lane, middle lane, and now the bus comes into the bus lane. So hopefully the traffic is going to be flowing much nicer. I'm hoping, because in the previous episode I think it was clogged up all the way to about here. And now they're using all the lanes even though this guy merged. It was a FedEx truck, so go figure, but it is what it is. But in today's episode, I'm gonna add myself a stadium, and I've searched the Steam Workshop and I found one which I've seen before but I never got to use it. It is this one, the Colossal Park Sports Precinct made by Bad Peanut. It does work with the Matchday DLC, and it also contains an expo center and a built-in train station, which is cha-ching, 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 win-win-win. However, the only downside with this guy, it is okay, we have a garbage situation. It is huge. It's just so big. That's what she said. But you know what? As thinking of it, it might not be so bad, because we do have a train station, we do have this train track, and this gap pretty much leads to nowhere. And I don't think we're gonna have anything train bound going this way anyhow. Okay, you know what? Let's just move it down, and then we need to kind of adjust or attend to the garbage situation. But let's do this, and let's see here. How does it? Okay, the train station comes on that side. Okay, you know what? For showcase purposes, put it down. And this is how it looks. It is kind of majestical looking. I'm not sure I forgot to grab something, because we do have a little patch over here, which is a little bit glitchy. And I believe we have one over here. It might just be me. But, man, this looks really nice. However, like, you don't even have to buy tickets. You can just stand here watching the games. But anyways, so I guess this is the train station. Yes, Keralis, you genius, that is the train station. I guess this would be the expo center, and then we have the stadium. Man, this is sleek. And you know what we could do? Oh, even have a parking thing over here. We could do this. I guess we can change the color of the team. Does that change the... It does. Man, this is sleek. So if I have like white colors... Okay, it's gonna be too much white. No, it does have like a white gray tint. For the moment, let's just keep this. And what we could do with this guy is, I guess, mark it with the Move It mod and then just rotate it. Also, there should be a mod list, or there should be a link for a mod list in the description below the video if you guys want to check it out. Because I know people have been asking Keralis, which mods do you use? And yes, there should be a list. Like that. Okay. So then we're going to connect our train station with this track or this platform. This platform on this side could maybe be going to this this train connection, and then maybe people coming to visit the games like tourists from outside the map or city. Interesting. You know, let's just keep it as it is. But we do have a trash situation, because in between episodes I did delete the landfills, which kind of causes problems for us at this stage. So this one, please do empty. And how are we looking on those guys? Maybe I need to mark those guys. Is that how it operates? Maybe I forgot to mark those guys and they're not really sending out any trucks. Are you kidding me? Is that really how it works? Okay, now trucks are leaving the buildings or the facilities. Did we have anything else? Yeah, we do have those as well. Okay, yes, so those guys are used mainly because the bio-garbage truck is marked. But this one... Okay, you know what? I might have screwed this up a little bit. Hopefully it's gonna work now as intended. But it doesn't really matter. Let's just go over here for the moment. And I've been thinking about this side. Let's just disable the prop and tree anarchy and let's maybe extend ourselves and make something over here as well. Because I think what we did unlock... let's maybe just use this one, because why not? Let's just get this to the ground, straight slope please, and like this. I think what we did unlock in the previous episode was this one, the recycling center. And I guess it's going to be much cleaner than having the incineration plants, right? Pollution is 100, pollution is 25, noise pollution is 10, 50. Yeah, it's much cleaner. So let's maybe... Okay, let's do this. Let's do a little road here in the back stages for testing purposes, okay? Like this. Boom! So, we should maybe have them all over the place, because they're not really polluting the environment. They're fairly quiet. Because having like them, like one over here, maybe one somewhere over here, one somewhere on this side, just to get efficient garbage collection. Okay, I kind of like this. This is neat. Something I have been neglecting as well is, like, I mean, we have taxis. We have tours, like tourist buses and such. We have the post service, which I haven't even seen. I know I grabbed something, which is like a historic post office. Roman, let's go bowling. We have ourselves a taxi depot, which means we are going to be able to have 25 taxis. We just need some taxi stops in the city. So let's get a taxi stand, maybe one outside the main train station like this. Let's get one in the city. The question is whereabouts, because I want to have it somewhere near the main train station and the bus hub. Maybe even, can I squeeze one in over here? Not really. But having some mods, this is possible. And then grab this guy and just move this back and we can still maintain this building. Even though it's kind of like merged with other building, but it simply does not matter. The question is, why are you not pooping out any taxis? Interesting. Taxis in queue 0 of 5. Pooping out taxis 0 of 25. Oh, I know. We have a mod. We have advanced vehicle option. Maybe the default one or the vanilla one is disabled from spawning. And that is the case. So pop it in like this. And how about now? Will you poop out any taxis? Hopefully the answer is yes. And yes. Oh man, this looks awesome. You know what? I'm gonna add myself one of those post offices over here. So what is the difference? This is a post office. Post office offers mail-related services such as acceptance and delivery of letters and parcels. Each post office maintains a small fleet of post vans that collect and distribute mail locally. Okay, and then we have this one over here, which is what? Post sorting facility. Large trucks collect the mail from the local post offices and takes it to the post sorting facility. Oh. Okay, so this goes both locally and outside the city. Okay, you know what? For testing purposes, might be the wrong area for it, but let's do prop and tree anarchy off. Boom, done it. We have this guy over here, and I even have two vehicles. Wait, custom ones. USPS step van and Ford Transit. Let's go. Those guys like this. This is gonna look so amazing just having those go about. It can't hurt. It's gonna be looking amazing. And then let's add ourselves... Okay, it's very red over here. We need more of those guys. So let's add this one over here. It's only 80 bucks per week in upkeep, so it's super cheap. But let's get this guy over here, and let's get the same for this. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a simple man. This building looks absolutely phenomenal. It is a custom one. Even those, like, I don't know, crown molding. It's not a crown molding. It is like decoration on the front looks incredible. What a building. And you know what? The rest of the space remaining here, I am just maybe gonna make myself an office zone. And stuff like this will kill me. This, for example, is I'm gonna die in this little corner. But using some of the mods, I guess we can move some buildings in place and make it look even better. then it will. So we're gonna have one over here, and let's maybe add one on this side somewhere abouts, because why not? Let's see, over here, and then yeah, you know what, why not? Put it in, step van and 4 transit. And how about pipe? We have no pool pipes, so I'm gonna do a Keralis pipe job coming at you like this. And how about electricity? You don't have one, so let's get a little like invisible power connection underground. I don't want to be the guy, but man, this is a nice looking structure. Yep, I am a simple man. This makes me kind of happy, I guess. The main island should be sorted. We have one, and we have this one over here. So that's gonna be perfect. Let's maybe do a few on this side as well in the suburbs, and let's just use, I guess, the basic ones. This one, yeah. And let's add maybe one over here, and let's assign step van and 4 transit like so. And let's do one more, maybe somewhere on this side, somewhere about like here. Yeah, why not? Boom, done it. And step van and 4 transit. So I guess those guys should be sorted when it comes to mail, and then we would need one of those sorting facilities, and yeah, we need to attend to the stadium later on as well. But the sorting facility, how big is this even? Sorting facility, so I guess since it's going outside, it would be wise to place it somewhere near the interstates. Maybe even over here, because why not? 3, 2, 1, put it down, no regrets, do it. Boom, done it. Okay, so this is our post-sorting facility, and we even have a box truck for that. Perfect, done, selected. Not sure how this is going to operate, but hopefully it's going to be incredible. Oh yeah, you guys need some pipe job in, and I will fix that ASAP. Okay, should we do a Keralis pipe job? Please do. So let's go with this guy to about the middle, and then all the way across like this. And then power. By the way, when did those guys unlock the solar power plants? Okay, in 2000. So we definitely need more housing just to get that objective under control, because I mean less pollution is good for us, right? Not that I care that much, because I am the captain, but I guess people are gonna be more happy. And yeah, you see this over here? It's killing me. Is that the box truck? It is. Okay, so those guys come over here and unload that, and then I guess some other truck is gonna pick him up and drive him outside to different cities. Okay, how cool is this? Where have I been all this time? I've missed this in the game. I have not even seen this operating. Okay, that is so neat. Who are those guys? Oh, that's the one coming from outside, right? Yeah, so this comes from Vermont. With mail? I mean, the people should be super happy here. Question is, can I see the happiness, or the coverage at least? Okay, the coverage is getting quite nice in the city. Perfect. And how about the cabs, by the way? Can I see any cabs over here? Nope, nothing waiting. How many cabs do we have in use? That is the question. 25. Okay, you know what? Having the traffic president mod, we can do wonders, because we can disable parking, like this, for example. Please don't park over here. This is pretty much like a intersection. How about, do we need to disable anything? Are you guys parked? Okay. That's kind of bad. Not that it really matters, but we do have this taxi stand, right? So they're gonna be kind of like overlooping each other, and it's gonna really suck. So let's do this, disable parking on this side and on this side. Maybe not on that side, but on this side at least. Oh yeah! Now that we have that mod, we can disable the vehicles from using the bus lanes over here as well. Okay, I'm all over the place. You have to excuse me, right? Let's upgrade this guy to one of those. Like this. Perfect. So the buses come out here, they go this way, they go that way. That's gonna be perfect. And then we just do this, right? Boom, boom. So we're gonna disable vehicles from using it, and trucks like this, and go same for that. And I guess emergency vehicles can be using it, recycling vehicles can be using it, and taxis could be using it, right? That is how we're gonna go about it. Hopefully this works. I'm not really sure it does, but hopefully that is the case. Okay. So let's see. Buses are using it. Taxis should be using it. Again, I'm not sure how those guys are going to be able to get out now. But I don't care. I don't really care. This is so nice to see. There's so much stuff happening. And yeah, we're losing some people, so I guess some people are dying. One more thing I want to do. And let's see here. How is the pollution? Ugh. Okay, we have chocolate milk, water all over the place. And it's not delicious. I can tell you that straight off. Let's maybe... Okay, this is temporarily. When we unlock more area, we're gonna move it. But for now, let's do keys. Let's do a little key somewhere over here, maybe. Like on the coast. Perfect. 5. Okay, 6. How expensive is this even? 480 bucks per week? I mean, this eco-friendly business is quite expensive, I tell you that. Hopefully it's gonna be worth it. Connect them like this. And then see, we need power, but first things first, let's just do a pipe straight in. Not happy about the situation, but it is what it is. And then since we have 6 of those guys, if we just take a peek on the sewage treatment, we are having quite a bit of it. So I guess those poop cannons over here could be now demolished. We have 2 uneco-friendly as well. Boom, boom, and boom. And let's get rid of the poop pipes. Well, I guess, you know what, let's keep them for now. Okay, this is gonna kill me. Delete that, get this guy in. Perfect. Okay, this looks much better in my opinion. And obviously, a bendy pipe for the bendy people. Amazing. And I guess technically, I don't think we need them anymore over here. Because I mean, this is a thing which cleans the water, right? Whereabouts are those guys? It's over here. The floating garbage collector. And yeah, I guess we could have him over here. Not that it matters, maybe he's gonna clean the water a little bit, so let's add 1 and 2. We'll see what impact that has. But now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's poop overflow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention to the stadium for a brief moment. So I did connect one of the platforms to the main train station over here, and I guess, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's not a great of a distance now, is it? But that means people can transport themselves using the metro all the way to this train station and then take a train going to the stadium. A little bit of a waste of time, I guess, but I mean, why not? Seeing trains moving about on the map, that makes me kind of happy. Even though I guess we need to rise this up a teeny bit. Same goes for this one. Okay, let's not be OCDing over this. But let's see here. So if I would connect, okay, set up at least a train which goes, which platform is this? Okay, that goes in here, that goes up here. Okay, so maybe even this platform, and that goes all the way to the train station at stop and then back again. So unnecessary. But hey, leave Keralis alone. And you know what? Can I spawn? Okay, that spawns pretty much everything. So I can't really select which train I want to have on it. It doesn't really matter now, does it? As long as it's going to be working, I'm happy with it. But I don't think it will be working because this guy doesn't have any power. So I guess we would need to add some power. And also, I do want to get to 20,000 people so we can get the solar power plants instead of the oil ones. But, well, it's going to take a while. Okay, who's this? Sir, you're a little bit oversized for this task. This one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so much better for the task. A small semi-hot train going back and forth instead of the big one, that is going to do it. And then we need to kind of figure this out, because this needs to have a road connection. We have this road going out over here, so let's maybe take this up. We also need some parking lots and such. Okay, this is going to be a never-ending story. And we need to connect this platform as well somehow. I'm, however, not sure, outside trains are going to be visiting the stadium. But we will see. Let's just extend this to about here for now. Maybe we can take out... This goes alongside somewhere over here. And then it connects to this guy like this. Delete that. Perfect? Nah, not really. Oh boy, you know what? I think this looks semi-decent. We can squeeze in some housing units, maybe some office zone over here and whatnot. We can have hotels, maybe a park. And you know what? I did grab a few, what you gonna call it? I grabbed a few parking lots. Parking, it is imploppable, it is parking. We have a spiral underground parking made by Vilgard 92. Flat land required, connect to a small road. Visit capacity 450. Does this work like a parking lot or does it work like a park? Okay, that's kind of stealing some space, but I think it doesn't matter. Boom, put it down. For testing purposes, okay, maybe we can just rise that up a little bit or take it down. It did say it requires flat land, right? Let's get this guy, let's get buildings, market, and up and down, up and down. That sounds wrong. Okay, kinda like this, maybe. I don't think it's super flat on the back. That is causing a little bit of issues, but we can maybe take this road across. It's still a little bit floaty, I guess. Don't you guys worry about a thing. I've got this under control. Boom, done it. Thank goodness for some mods. Let's do the same on this side. Boom, done it. So I'm not sure this is working like a parking lot, or it does maybe work like a park. I don't even care. It looks pretty darn decent, so let's keep it. I'll also grab a few like those standard parking garages. I don't really want to put them down over here because that's going to be stealing some space from housing units. Oh my goodness, that's huge. I guess we can just test one out over here. It's not perfect because there's a lamppost just at the entrance. But let's have it here. What possibly could go wrong? That connects into that. We can maybe connect those guys later on if needed. How are we doing in the city, by the way? Any complaints? Some abandoned buildings over here? Nope. Seems like we are still surviving and thriving. I'm gonna keep it as it is. Doesn't have to be. Like, I know I do have a slight OCD when it comes to stuff in games, that is. This could be going like this, maybe even delete a little bit and a bendy shape. Okay, too much bend. Wrong bend. This bend. This bend. Can you just go in here, please? Thank you. Let's do this guy like this. Let's do this over here. And how big are those guys? Okay, they're much bigger. Okay, let's maybe not. Do we have anything else of those guys? This is a fairly huge one. Okay, there's gonna be a little bit of a mix when it comes to different parking lots and such, but I take it. And then we can just have like a path going. Can I? No. From this guy all the way across here. It's gonna suck a little bit when it comes to this side of the parking lot, but let's not care about that. This goes to here, that's perfect, and we're gonna plant some trees and bushes. Oh, you know what? Sir, I love your voice. Coffee? I love coffee as well. I know we had flower beds and such. Clusters? Is that bushes clusters? Okay, that's maybe too big. Yeah. Let's just add a few of those. You might be, but now we are decorating. Yeah, I kind of promised myself I wouldn't, but at the same time I can't really help myself because of reasons. I mean, it's a football stadium. We need to make it a little bit more representable. But I had those clusters of. Okay, what is this mix? Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. Everything's pretty. Was that grass? A little bit of bushes. Just get them in over here. I know I had flower beds somewhere. Clusters. Oh, this is some of my favorite ones. I used them in Season 3 quite a bit. And it really looks nice using them. Could have some rocks as such as well, but let's not. Let's have a tree here. And that should do it for this little region. Here, we're gonna fix that. Like having some ploppable asphalt and such, that would kind of work because that would kind of hide away that zone. But we do have some parking spaces for the. Oh my goodness, for the football stadium. That is. There's a lot of people visiting the football stadium. Okay, one match has been cancelled. Oh, look at that! The next match is versus Renville, us that is, versus Vermont. Can I name my team? Well, I guess I can rename the city. Because having a city or a team name called Keralis FC, that would shorten to KFC. But what is this? Come one, come all. To make it easier for fans to get to the stadium, public transportation is free on match days. Yes, please. What is that? Match security? I think we kind of need that. So let's add match security and subsidies for youth. Cost 9,000 per week? Nah, screw the kids. No, maybe that was good. What is the chance of us winning? Multiply our number of stadiums applies. Okay, it does increase our odds to win. And being a good guy, I'm gonna click that. Even though I'm not really making that much cash anymore, We'll see what happens. But you know what? This looks kinda decent. Ladies and gentlemen, a terrible disaster. So I've moved my freshwater intakes to this part of the map. I was like, I mean, we moved the poop cannons, what possibly could go wrong? But I was wrong. The poop went out into the lagoon, far, far away, and then it just made a U-turn and came back right in. So those guys have been sucking up the chocolate water for quite some time, and everybody's been drinking that in the city, and everybody's been very, very, very sick. I'm trying to save them for today's episode without having to move them again, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. This is like a freshwater outlets, which are pumping out the fresh water, but if we just check the poop levels, I mean, we're pushing it back a little bit, and hopefully this is gonna do it. But you can see like those big arrows. The water is just going in here because they're gonna be sucked up by those guys. It's bad. But, well, you know what? Hopefully we can somehow save it. Like, this is just temporarily. Obviously, we're gonna make a nice, like, water treatment zone later on. But for now, let's not worry about that. A lot of people died, by the way. I think, like, 3,000 people died from my mistake. But hey, you know what? I am the captain now. So let's not worry about that. This zone, by the way, is coming along very nicely. Like, we do have some tall rise buildings. Oh my gosh. Look at the parking lots we've placed over here. Holy smokes. They are definitely used by a lot of people. What is this? Like a grandpa reunion. Everybody's going into the same car as well. This? How? What? This? I don't even know. Man. Also, I placed this. This is called Hotel Monaco. And you might have like, hey, it's from Monaco. No. It's from Salt Lake City, United States. It might not fit the theme, but it will work for the moment, okay? I like this. I mean, it's a little bit far away from the main central business district, but it does not matter. Look at all those ambulances living at the same time. Well, at least it works, I guess. That makes me happy. And this guy's not even moving. He's got a Ford, go figure. Oh, he moved. But I mean, we do have a hospital over here. Holy crap, look at the speed on those guys. They're driving like this was Grand Theft Auto. This is such a crappy situation. Like, this poop has been haunting me since season 1 of City Skylines a few years back. Everything comes down to poop. For the moment, I've moved those guys from this side to that side. And this guy in front seems to be doing the trick. We have pushed the poop back. But you know what? It will come back and bite me in the butt, believe me. Everybody's gonna be drinking chocolate milk very, very, very soon again. But for the moment, let it be, okay? Let's just be happy about it. And what goes for this? Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Look at, it's so crowded. It's, oh my gosh. Are we playing a game? I think we've just been playing a game. Did we win the game? We won the game! Okay, so next game is next year. But we've cancelled the first game for reasons unknown, but then we've won 2. And we've made 382,000 just on playing those games. This is not too shabby, you know what? But I like those. I like them quite a bit, those little parking lots. I guess everybody's leaving from the game as well. Yeah, the only thing is that we only have one way in. It's this one, this connection over here. So we need to connect this up as well, just to get that up and running. But also, I do want to add myself a little bit of taxis over here. So let's maybe here. So we're gonna have this guy and this guy. That should do it for us, right? So sweet. Look at, there's so much people over here. It's it's just so nice. Okay, those guys, don't look at them. Kind of like derping it up a little bit. But other than that, it's just so buzzing. I kind of want more of those. I do want myself more of those. Also, we would maybe, you know, that would not be a bad thing, having a bus connection going all the way over here. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves a bus. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a thing. This is fairly crowded. And I believe all those guys over here, like those guys, for example, it's tourists, right? Same goes for those guys with hats and such. But there's a lot of people waiting for the bus. Let me just see. If I go in here, I go into the bus lines. This is bus line number 9, the white one, because there's team colors. Can I see how many people are waiting? 630 people. Oh my goodness, is that at the main stop? I think it is. Is that 700 people waiting for the bus? Holy crap. How is my computer even working at this stage? There are so many people here. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna go about this. But the city is growing. We have 24,000 people living in the community. And obviously, it's looking quite great. Some people are banning their industries. And I guess that's just because they're prioritizing the offices instead. And it kind of sucks because, I mean, those buildings, they do have a soul. So I kind of feel bad about that. But on the other hand, we've just unlocked ourselves the solar power plant. Which kind of means... How big are those guys? Well, fairly sized. Let's delete this, let's delete that, just for a moment. Let's place one guy from this side, one guy from that side. I can squeeze in. They are having an output of 160 megawatts. Compare that to one of those facilities over here, which has 120. But it does pollute quite a bit. So let's delete those guys. Is that all? I think that's all the power stations we've got. And how about the power situation? Ooh, on a verge. But don't you guys worry, because we can add more on this side. So let's do one more and two more. I mean, that should be quite a bit of megawatts. What is that? 640 megawatts coming in? Who no power over here? Oh, you should have power, sweethearts. Don't worry about a thing. So those guys, like, I mean, there's always sunshine in my city because of the settings I've got, right? So this is going to be 160 megawatts at all times. So that is 640 megawatts every single day. You know what? I am so happy we did the stadium, even though, like, the parking lots over here, people just using them left and right, but it just looks so awesome seeing all those vehicles, different colors, just parking, and all the people about. I believe it's match day. And I'm not sure we can see the players. I believe, like, in the match day DLC, there's people playing football, but I guess that is not a thing. Are we having a match now? We are having a match. I guess we're gonna be playing for a few days. So far we've won 2. Out of 2, I would say, because the first one was cancelled. But hopefully we can get by and win one more. But other than that, I'm happy with this. I am debating about deleting the bus line over here and having them use it in the train instead. Because, I mean, that seemed to have worked. And now we just... Well, I like the buses. But I do like the trains as well. But the train is just going back and forth. So I do see it still. But having more buses, I don't even know. I know what the thing I've been all over the place in today's episode, and I'm really sorry. But this game, it's a little bit unforgiving. How about this bus over here? Just look at the sheer size of people. Oh yeah, poop. How are we doing, please? We have pushed it back, but it's just on the verge of being chocolate milk water again. There we go. We're just gonna be blocking the pooping flow. You know what I will do? This is just for today's episode. I guess in the next one we're gonna change this around. I mean, maybe put it over here, or maybe further down the stream somewhere abouts, which would make more sense. However, I mean, it's kind of shallow. There are rivers over here. So either we add more water to the river system, or I don't know. Because there's poop in the bay. Man, just look at this. You can just see how it's just looping around here. And since those guys are sucking so much, it's just almost on the verge of being sucked up. It kind of sucks, but I do want to see before I say goodbyes, which I will do very soon. And I know I've been all over the place. How are we doing in the game? How are we doing in the game? We've been playing for a few months now. Can we please finish this game? Because I want to see if we won or not. Ladies and gentlemen, we won. We didn't really make as much income this year. We only made 40,000. And I'm thinking, why? We've won 3, we lost 0. We've made 563,000 on those matches. So it's kinda decent. I'm not sure why we're making 51. I guess that maybe counts with yeah, I guess the match win counts into the ground total of the income over here. So that should go down again. But I just want to say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Even though we've been all over the place, I'm super happy with we've got something going. One thing which I'm really happy about, well, one is the football stadium. But the cool thing we did, or well, at least I think a cool thing is this. Man, this is such a neat feature in the game, having the post services. It's just so cool seeing those post trucks going about in the city. They did that previously, but they were just, you know, random. Now they have a purpose. They go to a like special facility and unload and load. I'm Keralis. I will see you guys in the next episode. And I just want to wish you a nice day. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you give this video a like. And yeah, stay awesome, I guess. Until next time. Keralis over and out. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's even people dying in the parking lot. Well, that's too bad. It is what it is. I am the captain now. Bye, everybody.